Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we are going to discussing about the hydrology previous year questions. Before going to the video, please subscribe to my channel. First question is the science which deals with the occurrence, distribution and circulation of water is called A. Hydrography, B. Hydrometry, C. Hydrology, D. Hydraulics. Hydrography deals with the measurements and physical features of the water bodies. B. Hydrometry. Hydrometry deals with the monitoring of water bodies. C. Hydrology deals with the distribution and circulation of water. Hydraulic deals with the fluid pressure of machines. So answer is the hydrology. Explanation is the hydrologic cycle, which means the precipitation, transpiration, evaporation, groundwater flow, which is the distribution and circulation of water. Answer is C. Hydrology. Next question is the cyclonic precipitation is caused by lifting of a air mass due to A. Pressure difference, B. Temperature difference, C. Natural topographical barriers, D. None of the above. A. Pressure difference deals with the pressure difference of a ground and the sea, which forms a cyclones. A is the correct answer. B. Temperature difference means convective rainfall. C. Natural topographic barriers means orographic precipitation. So the answer is A. Pressure difference. The cyclone, when low pressure forms cyclone and high pressure forms anticyclone. So the cyclone precipitation caused by lifting of air mass due to pressure difference. The answer is A. Next question is, one of the following is not a major type of storm precipitation. A. Frontal storm, B. Air mass storm, C. Orographic storm, D. Continental storm. A. The four major types of precipitations are convective precipitation, orographic precipitation, frontal air mass precipitation and cyclonic precipitation. In this, frontal storm is the major type of storm. Air mass storm is the frontal air mass storm. This is same. And orographic precipitation is the orographic means a hill barriers. When the cloud hits the hill barriers, the windward side is the precipitation occurs, leeward side no precipitation occurs. So continental storm is the not a major type of storm. The answer is continental storm. Next question, drizzle or rain when freezes as it comes in contact with cold objects is called A. Glaze, B. Sleet, C. Snow, D. Hail. In this, sleet, snow, hail are these are the ice crystals fall from the sky in the form of a ice crystal. So when drizzle or rain is in the form of liquid form, which contacts with the cold objects, it forms as a glaze. This is called as glaze. Answer is glaze. The side image looks as this is a glaze. When the rain or drizzle falls and comes in contact with the cold objects, it forms as glaze. Next question is, during anticyclones in northern hemisphere, the wind blows clockwise inward anti-clockwise inward, anti-clockwise outward, D clockwise outward. Answer is clockwise outward. Here we can see that cyclones, northern hemisphere, this is the southern hemisphere. In northern hemisphere, anti-clockwise inward movement is known as cyclone. Anti-clockwise inward movement is known as cyclone inward movement, which shows the blue arrow shows the inward movement. Clockwise outward movement is shows as the anticyclone in northern hemisphere. Our question is clockwise outward movement, anticyclone in northern hemisphere, the wind blows, anticyclone in northern hemisphere, so which is clockwise outward motion. Next, southern hemisphere, clockwise inward movement. Clockwise inward movement is known as cyclone. Clockwise inward movement is known as cyclone. In anticyclone, anti-clockwise outward movement, the blue arrow shows the outwards, outward movements is known as anticyclone. So our answer is anticyclone. Next question is, the following is not a form of precipitation: A. Rain, B. Snow, C. Vapor, D. Hail. We know that rain is in the form of a precipitation. Snow is form of a precipitation which falls as a ice crystal. Hail is also a falls in the form of a ice crystal. But vapor is the phenomena of one form to another form, changing the one form to other form. For example, we take a water. When it boils, water boils at 100 degrees, it forms a gaseous form. So it is known as vapor. So the following is not a form of precipitation. Answer is C, vapor. We know that precipitations are rain, snow, sleet, hail. Rain is in the form of water droplets, snow is in the form of ice crystals, sleet is also look like that, and hail is also say in the form of pellets. Next question is, if P is the precipitation, A is the area represented by a rain gauge, and N is the number of rain gauges in a catchment area, then the weighted mean rainfall. Here asking about the weighted mean rainfall. Weighted mean rainfall means the general average rainfall means P1 plus P2 plus P3 by sum of the rain gauges. How many rain gauges are there? So mean rainfall is P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus dash dash Pn by N. N is the number of rain gauges. This is the average rainfall. But here is the weighted rain gauge. Weighted means area multiplied by precipitation. The rain gauge covering the precipitation in that area, which means A1 into P1 plus A2 into P2 plus A3 into P3 plus dash 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 by A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus dash dash dash, which means answer is the sigma area A into P is the precipitation by sigma A. This is the weighted average. X bar means here mean rainfall. W1 X1. W1 is the area, X1 is the precipitation at first rain gauge, W2 is the area covered by the second rain gauge, X2 is the rainfall at the second rain gauge, so on. Wn is the at nth rain gauge covered by area of W, and Xn is the rainfall at nth rain gauge by sum of the areas W1 plus W2 plus W3 plus dash Wn. Answer is sigma AP by sigma A. Next question is the reservoir capacity for a given demand is obtained from a double mass curve. Double mass curve is the double mass curve used to determine the consistency of a rainfall record. So double mass curve is not an answer. Next, mass inflow curve. Mass inflow curve deals with the reservoir capacity. So B is the answer. But see, hydrograph means runoff, a plot drawn between the runoff and time. So this is also not a correct answer. Hydrograph is the intensity of rainfall versus time. So this is also not a correct answer. Answer is B, inflow rainfall. The plotted drawn between the mass inflow on y-axis and time in years on x-axis. So the reservoir capacity for a given demand is obtained by mass inflow curve. In this mass inflow curve, we can find the surge, surplus and deficient. By adding the surplus and deficient, we can know the reservoir capacity for the future. Next question is an accurate estimate of average rainfall in a particular catchment area can be obtained by a Thiessen polygon method. Thiessen polygon method is also known as weighted average method, which means area covered by a rain gauges connected with the straight line and the perpendicular bisectors of that straight line divided the area of that rain gauge. So Thiessen polygon method gives the mean rainfall. Isoheightal method is the area covered by isoheights. Isoheight means the equal rainfall curve. Answer is B, isoheightal method. C, arithmetic mean method is the arithmetic mean method, nothing but the average of a rainfall. P1 plus P2 plus P3 dash 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 Pn by n. N is the number of rain gauge. Ratio method. Normal ratio method used to find the missing rainfall data. So this is not a average rainfall method. The answer is isoheightal method. These are the 6 centimeters isoheight covered the 6th zone and 8 centimeter isoheight covers the 4th zone. These are the isoheights. This is the rainfall, 6 centimeters rainfall, equal rainfall on this line. And the next question is the Thiessen polygon method is adopted to compute an area over A, mean rainfall data, mean depth of rainfall, B, maximum depth of rainfall, C, instantaneous depth of rainfall, D, minimum yield of groundwater. A, we know that Thiessen polygon method used to find the mean depth of rainfall. Answer is mean depth of rainfall. B, maximum depth of rainfall, we don't determine using the Thiessen polygon method. Instantaneous depth of rainfall, we don't determine using the instantaneous depth of rainfall. D, minimum yield of groundwater. Minimum yield of groundwater determined by in the groundwater hydrology. So answer is mean depth of rainfall. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel.